produzione.
Sì, esatto. Hi everybody, this is Valentina from the Real Italian Kitchen, and today we are going to show you how to make potato gnocchi, which in Italian is called
Gnocchi di patate.
Gnocchi di patate. I have my very special guest here today. I have Jacopo giving me a hand. He's another Italian who lives in Philadelphia. He's from Lucca, right? Which is very close to Forte dei Marmi, also in Tuscany. And he's a musician, singer, guitar player, bass player, kazoo virtuoso.
Kazoo virtuoso.
Yeah. I will never forget that. We are playing a show together on April 9th at Connie's Rick Rack in the Italian
market.
Yeah, in the Italian market area of Philadelphia. So if you're around, come check us out. It's going to be all Italian fronted bands. We're going to cook for you.
Exactly.
And then you're going to hear us play.
The menu is going to be pasta ragu as an opening, and then panino con la porchetta and roast beef.
Awesome.
Vino rosso.
I'm so excited. We're gonna open our own little trattoria at Connie's just for one night.
Da Connie's.
Yeah. So check it out. The link will be in the more info area below the video. Making gnocchi is very simple. The ingredients are very few. We doubled our potato intake because I want to try to make a batch with gluten-free flour. So we have 2 kilos of potatoes.
Sorry, Grandma. We boil the potatoes for as long as it takes to make them soft to the core. The peel keeps the water out. They're very hot, so hands become a little red. You have to watch out, and then
but
it's very
we are
easy.
Professionals.
Exactly. We suffer for the food.
We suffer through it.
Suffer.
Like our grandparents used to do.
Exactly.
And we have developed.
It is very easy to peel them, as you can see. And if you manage not to get burned,
you also waste a lot less of the potato when you do this, and it's fun. You look how fast you
know. I don't feel the burn.
No, amianto come si dirà in inglese.
Asbestos hands.
Davvero?
Sì.
Te lo sei inventato?
No, asbestos.
Vabbè. The next thing we're going to do is with a potato ricer or a food processor mash down the potatoes. So we're gonna take a potato, and I sterilized my working table with a little bit of white vinegar. So this is food safe, and then we press it down and get this nice little hill of potatoes. All of this.
Like that.
There you go. This is yours and this is mine. I'm gonna make the gluten-free one, and he's gonna make the regular flour one. You can have one egg.
Thank you.
Usually it's the other way around, so usually you put the potatoes on top of the flour, but it doesn't really matter once you've mixed it up. So we're gonna do the opposite because we're special.
Exactly.
Oh no, you know what we should get? We should get our aprons on.
That's right. So I'm the guest. I'm the hot flash.
A generous pinch of salt, and you probably want a fork here for your egg. The more flour you put in the gnocchi, the harder they're going to be. So do not use all the flour right away like Jacopo is doing.
Mine are going to be
So I'm gonna make a hole in the middle of my mountain and pour my egg in, and then I'm gonna have fun like a child. So Jacopo plays in a band called The Late Saints.
It started 3 years ago, and we've been growing steadily. It's music that is mixes my Italian origins, Eastern European and South American influences.
You don't fit in any genre? Welcome to the club.
So we call it the Italian gypsy rock.
Nice.
There's us. So at least we are #1 in the Italian gypsy rock genre.
Yeah. You guys sound great. I've seen you play live. They really do have a great energy on stage. I will be performing with Sunshine Superman that night at Connie's, April 9th at Connie's. So the time we're done kneading our dough, it's time to start cutting off just a little chunk of your dough and the technical term is spallettare. Spallettare.
In English, to spallet.
To spallet. Where does the accent?
Spallet.
The accent falls on the first syllable. So you cut a little piece of your dough and you roll it out. I was making fun of Jacopo for not being precise, and then he's more precise than me. When you do them by yourself, you just cut them first. I take a fork and I roll it on the fork and I roll it on a tray with some flour. I try to make them all the same size. Now my first batch they were too big, so I switched and I'm starting to make them a little bit smaller now.
This little pouch is very important because that's where the sauce goes.
Right.
So,
for 1 kilo,
for 100 people,
for 100 people, make a lot of gnocchi.
it takes about a month.
For 1 kilo of potatoes, you can serve up to 4 or 5 people. Now we don't have that many people that are eating with us today. So for example, for my gluten-free one, this batch, I'm gonna put in the freezer the way it is, and once the gnocchi are hard, I can transfer them to a plastic bag and keep them in the freezer until I need to cook them again. Alright, it's time to cook them. If you just wanna cook them and make a very simple sauce, or you can enjoy gnocchi with a very simple tomato sauce, I have recipes for that. You just boil the gnocchi for a few minutes or until they rise to the top.
Yeah.
And you scoop them out with a strainer. But if you want to see what we're putting on them, please subscribe to the channel and follow the next video that's coming up next. And there's a surprise in it. Daddy, I love you. So do go see the next video. It's gonna be gnocchi with a gorgonzola cheese sauce, and I don't know, maybe a little bit of walnuts, depending on if you feel like it.
Gorgonzola and gnocchi, yeah.
Buono, gorgonzola and gnocchi. Thank you for following the Real Italian Kitchen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Google+, and of course my blog, RealItalianKitchen.org. And don't forget to check us out for the event in at Connie's if you are in Philadelphia, Lake Saints, and all those information. Yes, and Giada J. All the info is gonna be in the more info area below the video. Thank you so much for following. Ciao!
Ciao!